Hey everyone, it's August 6th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with serial killer Dr. William Palmer, known as the Rugeley Poisoner, who murdered at least 13 victims in the mid-1800s, and that is him right up there. Born in Staffordshire, England in 1824, Palmer's father died when he was 12, but left his family a substantial inheritance, with each child receiving £7,000, which would have been roughly $1.2 million today. He aspired to be a doctor and was considered quite the ladies' man, but by the age of 17, he had been dismissed from an apprenticeship in Liverpool for stealing money and running his own abortion service. When he was 24, he qualified as a doctor and began to practice medicine. After returning to his hometown, he had a drinking contest with a plumber whose wife he had shown a romantic interest in. Palmer not only won, his opponent died after being carried home, which may have been due to being poisoned, though nothing was ever proven. He married shortly thereafter, though his life continued to be full of debauchery, fathering children by his servants and spending nearly all his time gambling, running up a serious load of debt. His mother-in-law came to visit the family in 1849 and died during her visit, conveniently passing her fortune along to his wife. Palmer then took out an insurance policy for £13,000 on his wife, and she soon passed away. But it wasn't just his wife. People around him started having the habit of dropping dead. The list includes 4 children he had with his wife in their infancy, a house guest, several illegitimate children he had with his maid and other women he was wooing, his brother, an uncle, and many of his creditors, some of which allowed him to cash in on insurance policies. He tried to collect an insurance payout after his brother died, but the company refused to pay because he had died too soon after the policy was issued. England went through a cholera outbreak between 1848 and 1854, so the deaths didn't raise much suspicion at the time. In 1855, Palmer attended the Shrewsbury races, where he lost nearly every bet, while his friend won £3,000, which is roughly $500,000 in today's money. After they went out to celebrate, his friend fell ill. Palmer was his personal physician and offered to go collect his race winnings for him. As soon as he did, however, Palmer used the money to pay off his own debts, which raised suspicion when his friend succumbed to an illness. An autopsy determined that the man had been poisoned with antimony. Palmer tried to bribe the authorities running the inquest, and he was arrested, leading to the bodies of his wife and uncle being exhumed and examined. Not enough evidence was found to try Palmer with their deaths, but it was widely believed that he poisoned all of those who had mysteriously and conveniently died while in his circle. Despite all evidence being circumstantial, such as his recent purchase of strychnine, he was quickly convicted of the murder of his friend, and a crowd of 30,000 people turned up to witness him being hanged in 1856. Before the hangman pulled the lever, Palmer looked at the trapdoor and remarked, "Are you sure it's safe?" It's now believed that he killed as many as 13 victims, and his case was referenced by Sherlock Holmes in The Adventure of the Speckled Band and has been made into a TV miniseries. Some linguists claim that the phrase, "What's your poison?" to ask what somebody would like to drink, is a reference to Palmer. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so you can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Dr. William Palmer, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.